Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Talia here, back with another video. As I can see by today's title, today's video is gonna be about the truth about cosmetology school. As y'all already know, if you don't know, on my previous video I did a little get ready with me for Cosmo school. I did go to cosmetology school for a year here in Texas. So I just want to give y'all some tips and tricks and the real tea about cosmetology school, because everybody says something different, but this will just be my experience and I just want to share with y'all. If you're watching this video, you're probably looking to join cosmetology school, or you already been to cosmetology school, or you just want to know like what's the tea. So stay tuned, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get right into this video. Okay, so I love using my iPad, so if y'all see me looking down, then you know why. So to start, to really get into it, let's talk about how to get into school. Okay, so you want to get into cosmetology school, but you don't know how. So for one, I just to do your research, go on Google, type in schools near me, and honestly, like what I was doing, I was watching YouTube videos, and I saw everyone going to Palm Mitchell, like big schools like Aveda Institute, stuff like that. And mind you, those schools were so much money, like there was like 20K, stuff like that, but they had like payment plans, all type of stuff, and I was like, what? For cosmetology school? Like, for real? I'm not even saying it in a big way that like cosmetology school is not like an actual career too, like paying money to go to like a 4-year college or a 2-year community college, but like I just feel like it just shouldn't be that much money for hair. Like a lot of people learn what they learn on YouTube or like by taking little classes, so why are you charging me $20,000 to learn about some hair? Hello? Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay.
So if you're like in Houston and there's like bigger schools like Aveda, Ogle, I heard a few people say they went to that school, but it's like the same price up there. But honestly, like this girl I know that went, she said that she had like a black teacher and they actually teach them like black stuff. So honestly, I would have went to that school if I knew, but I just feel like that pricing, it doesn't add up. Like for what you're learning in the school, it just does not add up. And I don't know, like if you could go the cheaper route, just go the cheaper route, honestly. Like that's how I feel about regular college. Like if you really just want to do like business, start at a 2-year community college. Like why you gonna spend 100K? No, this, I can't stress this enough. I cannot stress this enough. But do not run to the school with the biggest name. Don't run to the school with a bigger name. Like, don't. Like, because you're going to run to that school and then you have to pay the big price. Like, you do. And honestly, I really wanted to go to Aveda or Palm Mitchell. But for one, it was really far away. I would have been driving like 40-something minutes every day. And then, they said like they had financial programs, like payment, like financial aid. Baby, they didn't have no financial aid. Their financial aid was paying monthly, and then they could like break up the monthly payments. And I'm just like, no. So what I would say, consider looking for programs. Like look up cosmetology programs, and honestly look at your nearest community college near you. Here in Texas, our community college is Lone Star. I think Houston Community College is one too, but I don't think they have cosmetology as well. But Lone Star definitely. Like if you're in Montgomery, if you're in Spring, if you're in Humboldt, Kingwood, they all have Lone Stars around there. Look at those campuses. I know only a few of the Lone Star campuses have cosmetology, but still look, because Lone Star will save you money. Like when I tell you, I went to school for free. The refund checks was hitting. Like I'm telling you, like whatever state you're in, they should have a cosmetology program. And some of them actually have like programs with like private schools. But the thing with private schools is, because I did tour a few private schools sometimes don't have financial aid because they're like actual like business owners, like someone like me going to open a school and teach somebody. Because I remember it was this African lady and I had loved her school so much, but she had just opened her business like for 2 years. And she said that you have to be in business for a certain amount of year to have financial aid. So that's the only thing when you're looking at private schools. But I man, if I had the money, I would have definitely went to one of those private schools with like an actual Black person, because I know I would have learned so much more than I actually did learn. So you already got these tips. Apply to community college near you. You basically gonna go to school for free. Like, you really are. You probably only gonna pay like your first tuition fee, because FAFSA doesn't really show until like school starts. Well, that's what it was for me. So basically how mine started, it was August 2022 to August 2024. So basically, you know, you have your fall semester, and then you have a spring semester, and then we had summer semester. We went to school in the summer, but we did have a month break prior. So we had a lot of breaks. Like, oh my God, I had love, like school was it. It was it. But I just feel like the time was dragging. Like, the time really was dragging. But yeah, community college, you basically went to school for free. And then the teachers were the sweetest. Like, I love my teachers. Oh my gosh, Miss Mullins, I love you so much. Oh my God, if my teacher watches this, I'm gonna be so happy because I love her. So how my school was, we had two cosmetology programs. Ours was from 8:30 to 12:30, and then there's another class from 10:30 to 2:30. Both classes are 4 hours, but we never really used to stay the 4 hours. I used to come back home and be like, damn, it's 10 o'clock and I already back home from school. That's what I didn't like, because I just feel like they was wasting our time, because a lot of people was driving far. Like, some people were driving hours, like an hour and a half, 2 hours. This one girl, she said she had to wake up at 4 a.m. just to reach to the area at 7. And she just used to like sleep in her car until class started, because she'd rather have been early instead of late. And I was like, girl, that is crazy. But it really was like the best financial wise. Like, she still said at the end, she still saved more money than going to something closer to her, or going like downtown, stuff like that. So community college, I'm telling you, community college. So how school basically was, so when you come at school at 8:30, you're basically in the classroom setting for a few hours. It depends on how much book work we had to do in that day, but usually you do all of your like work, like your quizzes, your tests. We do that on, what do we call it? I don't know, it's a Lone Star thing, so y'all not even gonna understand, to be honest. But you do your book work, like your tests, quizzes, whatever. You do that at home. School was Monday through Thursday, so they said do it on Fridays, but you really could just do it whenever before the due date. Sometimes she would do it in class. It didn't matter. Like, if we have free time, just do that. So the first few hours you were in the classroom till like 10 something, then we go on like a 30-minute break. Then for the other half of the class, we go in the classroom, and usually the teacher demonstrates something. Like, she demonstrates what we're gonna do for the day, whether it's perm rods, we're doing curlers, we're doing wand curls, we're doing relaxer, cuts, haircuts, whatever it is. We will go in the lab. We call it the lab. We go in the lab and we do that. So every time they do a demonstration, either it's my teacher or the second teacher for the second class, because we always have to wait in the second class to do. So basically, when we come in, we start our classwork, and when the second class come in, they start. So their first half of class is the lab, and our first half of class is the book, because they want us to do stuff together with them. So yeah, I really like that, but I really didn't like it, to be honest, because sometimes we'll have to wait on them to get there, and sometimes some of the students was not reach until like 11. A lot of my like classmates, they had to go to work, they had kids, stuff like that. So, but our teachers was really understandable. Like, they would let people leave if they had to go to work earlier, or had to go do something with their kids, something like that. So they were very like if you're older and you have like more responsibilities, stuff like that, like you have to go to work. Like, I wasn't working, so it really didn't matter. But if you really, I really say like find a school that actually understands, because a lot of these schools, like, they be taking away hours if you can't, like, if you're not there like straight time. Like, they push back your graduation date, stuff like that. And I just think that's not cool, because life happens. Like, life happens, and you need to find a school that understands everybody's situation. So what did I learn in school? Like, yeah, what did you learn? To be honest, honestly, I be sitting here like, I don't even know what I learned, because like, it don't be giving I learn nothing for real, but I really did learn some stuff. Like sometimes, oh my god, I remember, what was I doing? I was doing something the other day and I was like, I remember this from school. I remember this from school, but honestly, it's just because like sometimes I just caught myself not being interested just because like look at my hair and look at my skin color. Like we know, we both know what I want to learn about. I do not want to learn about Becky and Paula and Samantha here. I want to learn about Keisha and like I want to learn about that type of hair, like not even like being like racist or colorist or anything, but it's just like who would not want to learn about more about their hair. Like I want to learn about like my hair. Like when I was growing up, I used to always watch YouTube videos about like hair videos. I remember when my hair was so short, I would always watch YouTube videos about like hair porosity, stuff like that. Like they teach you stuff, but not when it comes to like, you know, kinky hair, and it's always straight and curly and that's it. Don't y'all care about the 4C, 4E, 4E, 4F, those type of girls too? Like, and they really didn't. Like, they really didn't, honestly. So what did I learn? So I learned like types of hair teached, like straight hair, like I just said, curly hair. We did not learn about hair. I remember my first day, me and like, it was like it was just me and 3 other black girls, literally like 4 of us. And y'all wanna know what's so crazy? I just woke up. It's 12:01 and I woke up like after 11 and I went on Instagram and I follow my teacher on my Instagram. And they posted like a picture of like everyone in the class and I'm like, we was the last class of black girls. Like there's no one in this year's class of like that's of color. No pigment, no nothing. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, so that's that. That's how I feel, why I feel how I feel, because that's how I feel this way, because it's just like, damn, y'all always leave us out of everything. Like even hair stuff y'all leave us out of. Like that sucks. So stuff that I learned was curls, like different type of curls. I learned how to do end papers. Like, oh my god, I wish I could show y'all end papers, but oh my god, I'm gonna show y'all a picture. Oh, I think I have the picture of when I curl with end papers. I didn't really like it, but it really only did really good. We only really did it on the mannequin head. Nobody ever did it on their clients and stuff. But yeah, you do pearl wrap. Like you put the, like you wet the hair, you put the paper, you slide it down, you put the rod, and then you roll it up. Like, yeah, it was fun to do in class, but I don't think I'll ever do that in anyone's hair. Like, that's not my cup of tea. So you do like end papers, perm rods, curls, chemical services. I really like chemical services, like, because chemical services kind of could relate to me, like bleaching wigs and bleaching bundles, hair in general. Like that I can apply to what I actually want to do. So I did learn something. Like it's not like to say that I didn't learn anything, but like majority of it, like I learned 20% out of like 80%. I ain't learned nothing. Like most of the time I really didn't. Like, or we just didn't care to, like, to be honest. Like my next tip is, yeah, learn nothing about black hair at all. That's the sad part about it. But like I said, like that's just my school I went to. You might find like other schools. I don't think big institutes like Aveda and Palm even does stuff. I think they do the same. We basically, what my teacher told us, because I did like go to my teacher and ask her, like, you know, why don't we learn anything about like our hair? And she said they just teach them to follow by the book, basically. Like school really only preps you for state board. Like that's it, that's all. Like they only prepping you for state board. They do not care about my black hair. They don't. They only prepping you for state board, and how Texas rules is teaching you to go here and start doing hair, like the safety rules and sanitation. That's all I really care about, is safety and sanitation. Like literally after you're done cutting hair, while you cutting hair, you need to be sweeping up the floor. Like this should not be hair just on the floor. That's for one. When you combing hair or you doing any style, you need to palm your comb. Like you cannot keep putting down like so much stuff, because you just passing back germs. Like keep the comb in your hand. Like they take points off for that on your state board just for putting your comb down. Like keep your comb in your hand. And that's like, I like find myself doing that now. Like I was doing this girl hair just a few days ago, and I was like, damn, why I keep having a comb right here, and it's so uncomfortable. But it's like a habit. Like it's a good habit to build, because like you really shouldn't be putting so much stuff down at once. And then like putting down the comb actually sets you back, because then I have to keep reaching over to get a comb, reaching over to. So yeah, I learned a thing or two. I feel like my school had no structure, like no tea, no shade, but I really like my school. It was cool. Like I said, the teachers were sweet, and my classmates was cool as well. But there was no structure. Like I said, we'll come school at 8:30, and class would only sometimes start at 9 or 9:30. Mostly because people would be late. A lot of people would be showing up to school at 10, and it would just be like. But I feel like a lot of those people felt like as time went on, they was like, well, we keep wasting our time coming to school. We're gonna show up when we want to. And like I told you, a lot of people was coming an hour and a half away to come to school, and to only be there for like 30 minutes to an hour some days, because like I don't know, I feel like the teachers felt like we wasn't really into it. Maybe that was just my class, but we really kind of was not into it for real, because they wasn't teaching us nothing for real. And I just felt like I can't even say I waste some money, because baby, I was getting paid for it. It is what it is. That's why I showed up every day, just because, to get my hours in and all that. But yeah, we will start class sometimes an hour late. Sometimes, like I said, we will have to wait till the next class to start our labs, and people have to go to work. Like, well, we can't just start it without them, because the two classes are separated anyway. So let's do what we have to do, and then they do whatever when they get there. Their class is till 2:30. We almost up. Like, let's get it out the way. So I feel like there was no structure. Like my teacher, like I said, she was really nice and sweet. So she wasn't really like setting no boundaries with my classmates. Like they would be late, just walk into the class whenever they feel like it, with food, drinks, whatever. And she wouldn't tell them like you're getting a write up or you're getting a tardy, nothing like that. So for us that actually showing up on time every single day, it was like really like, damn, you don't care about our time. You letting them get away with everything. And instead of writing them up so they could like try and fix those bad habits, she didn't care. She didn't care. And she has a good heart. Like, and but I felt so bad sometimes, like y'all taking her for granted, because they definitely were taking her for granted, because as the year was starting to end, even some of us, the good ones that was coming on time every day, we started being late too, because you wasting our time coming up here every day at 8:30 and people showing up at 10. I remember something, I would be leaving the house late and my mom was like, you don't have to go to school. And I'm like, yeah. But it was just like, we kept wasting our time going up there, and the people are like not taking it serious. Like, this is people's time. Like, I could have been in my bed, and I don't like waking up early for one. So I had to wake up early straight for a year, right after I just finished high school. Like, there was no break in between. No break in between. So yeah, I just feel like that the no structure thing, like a lot of things was so unorganized. Like a lot of things was very unorganized, but like I said, to each his own. This is my experience, my school. Maybe it's just, you know, you go to school for free, so you get whatever you get, to be honest. Okay, so drama. Oh my god, they always say cosmetology school has drama, but I only say, like, people say that because, like, to be honest, I don't think my school has drama. They will just have a little few, like, whatever. But that's life. Like, so much girls in one setting for so long, like, it's gonna be something here and there. But my school was really cool. Everybody had their own groups, their own cliques, whatever. To be honest, me, and mind you, my whole high school and my 1 year in middle school living in the States, like, it was so hard for me to find friends. But honestly, being in cosmetology school, like, I could have talked to every single group, like the older ladies, young people my age, whatever. I feel like everyone got along really good. Like, everybody was like this, like, and that's what I really like.
Be no crazy. I told you we're for lifers. What I tell you? Got to know that. Got to know it. What you
like, so to say drama, no, I don't think no drama. But everyone really did get along really good. Like, there was no arguments, no nothing. Like, it was pretty good. So that's a plus, I guess. That was a plus, I guess. We all used to relate on the same stuff. Like, a lot of us came in there not knowing anything. Some of the other ones already had, like, salon jobs. A lot of other people just wanted their license. They already have, like, big clientele, like, stuff like that. You're gonna meet a lot of people in cosmetology school. You're gonna meet people from different backgrounds. Like, you're gonna learn a thing or two. Like, there was these girls working in, like, salons for years already, and some of us that still never had a salon job, like sometimes we text in our school group chat, and one of the guys, he just said that he moved into Austin. He probably already moved by now, and to get a salon job out there. And I love that. Like I love that, like, because Houston, the hair business is really growing, like entrepreneurship, like esthetician, all that stuff. So it's so good to see people branch off and take it somewhere. Like, definitely. But for drama, I think it really wasn't no drama for real. School really just prepares you for state board. They teach you sanitization and safety. That's really it. You only really need to go to school, like, being truthfully, if you're going to be using shares and chemical services. If you want to do like braiding, locks, stuff like that, you don't need to have a license. You could get like a braiding license. I think you could do like those sanitization tests and like get like the barbicide license and stuff like that, because we did that before we even like finished school. So that's something else to do. You really don't need to go to cosmetology school for braiding. You're not working with no chemicals. You're touching a comb and gel and parting hair. You don't need to go to school for that. Please don't waste your time going to school thinking you're gonna learn about like what you think you're gonna learn about. A lot of people finish school and they have to go take braiding classes, they have to go take lace classes, makeup classes, because they think cosmetology school is gonna teach you all of that. They teach you like what makeup is. They teach you about like, they say they're teaching us waxing, but they really don't. You have to really go in esthetician to do that. They teach us like how to, we literally put like a strip on our hand and like wax it in the opposite direction, so you know how to do it, like going against the grain and then waxing with the grain, type stuff like that. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but that's really all they teach you. You never really wax your classmates or wax like clients, stuff like that. They just teaching you whatever you're gonna do when you go take down people's state board tests. So yeah, it's really not much to it. My experience, I give it a 5 out of 10. Just because I didn't really learn what I really like. Mind you, I really love hair. I love like my natural hair. I love wigs. I love extensions. I love all types of hair. And like, although I like learning about Becky and Sarah and their hair and stuff like that, it's just like I want to learn more about my culture, and thinking I was going into school to do that and didn't, it's like yikes. So yeah, 5 out of 10, maybe a 6 out of 10. I really liked it. Also my school, like we had like other like we had salons come and visit, give us like a job opportunity, stuff like that. But their salons was really only starting at like $9, $10 at most, and I was already making that being a front desk receptionist at a hotel. And like they will keep your tips. Like, it's just so much. Like, I see why people want to be solo in this industry, because these people are trying to take your money. Like, you could do like 10 heads in a day and they're taking like almost all the money. And if you were solo doing that, like, you would make about over a band a day. So yeah, to each his own. My experience, like I said, so don't take anything the wrong way. Don't make this video make you feel like you shouldn't go to cosmetology school, because I did learn a thing or two. But overall, this is the truth, and I will always tell the truth, because I don't want anyone just doing something just because and then they waste their time and money, because a lot of us feel the same way. Even though a lot of us did have financial aid, a lot of people did have to pay out of pocket to go to my school. Even though it's a community college, a lot of people had to pay out of pocket for like their books and stuff. But honestly, if you want to braid and stuff, I say invest in braiding classes. Just Google braiding classes near you, or go on Instagram and find braiders who do classes and learn from them. I would suggest like doing like 3-day classes, because what can you really learn a day? I hate 1-day classes. Like, why is your class 1 day? What am I gonna learn a day? No, I hate that. You can learn a little things, but I say do 3-day classes. But yeah, you're not gonna learn stuff like that in cosmetology school. Well, not my school per se. They're gonna teach you how to braid like a little regular French braid, and they teach you like regular cornrows to the scalp. That's the braiding you're gonna get, but you're not gonna learn how to like add extension here and stuff like that. So yeah, you really gonna have to be, you gonna go to cosmetology school, and honestly a lot of things I already knew I learned from YouTube. So YouTube is already your best friend. That's that. Going to cosmetology school is not gonna just poof, I know everything now. So yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed today's video, the real truth cut version of my cosmetology experience, the truth about it all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.